Hello, welcome back to
Bunso Bites.
I'm your host, Ami43.
And I'm your co-host, Chigi.
Hi, Chigi.
Hi, Ami.
How are you?
It's been another week. I'm doing well, actually. I mean, I shouldn't say this, but I've been noticing lately I've been falling asleep at work.
Oh, no.
Like, literally I would zone out and just, what am I doing?
Oh, no.
What was I doing? Did I snore?
Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine?
But yeah, I think I'm at a point at work where everything's too monotonous now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
you do the same thing over. I mean, I do the same thing over and over again as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I handle individual cases. So, like, I'm doing the same process over and over and over again. But, like, because I do HR. So each person is different. Which, it doesn't mean that it's not monotonous in certain aspects. But, like, there are other aspects that, like, kind of change it up a little bit. So I think that helps me mentally a little bit, kind of.
I mean, for me, like, it's not the mental aspect, it's the physical, like,
sitting and pushing numbers all day.
Yeah, so like I have to be either eating something or chewing on something like the entire time to keep me awake.
You literally have a standing desk. Just stand up.
I know, but I don't want to stand up.
No, that helps. It helps.
I know it
so
helps.
Much.
I know it does help, but I don't want to stand up.
You should.
I'm not going to.
He literally has like the nicest standing desk set up at work.
Yeah, but I don't want to, so I'd rather eat something because I'm a fat kid.
Well, okay. That's valid. I mean,
yeah.
But there you go. To each their own, I suppose. Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Nothing crazy new. Like especially at work, there's not a lot going on because we did like a system-wide update, and so as is per expectation, system-wide update means system-wide outages for a minute. Thankfully, there's like nothing crazy wrong, but it's also just like today, went into work, could not get into the system, and I was like, all right, that kind of was just today. I had to busy myself with other work. Obviously, I have other things to do, but I couldn't do any active work, which can be frustrating when they like to time us on things. Like we have a certain amount of days to take care of things for metrics, which is great because then it keeps us like moving. But it's also just like, but if the system is out, I literally can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like, I literally can't even get in. Thank you so much. It went out at probably like 8:30. So like I was in the system just doing my normal thing. Because I go into work at 6, so I had it for about 2 hours, and then mine started like glitching. Like it was like it just was not like it was kind of like load times were taking a while, and like it was just kind of like, meh. And then by 8:30 she just went goodbye, and then we all got an email that was like, so system's out, technicians are working on it. Like, okay, great. I find out at like 1:45 that, hey, system's back up, and I try to get in, doesn't work. Tried again at 1:50, doesn't work. Tried again at 2:00, doesn't work. Tried again at 2:10, finally works. And I get off at 2:30, so I did like one more thing, and then I had to leave. So I was like, that was my day.
Yay.
I mean, I it's a known thing. Like obviously, like I said, it's a system update, so it's just we're in the part of the system update of like post update that like it's just a little frustrating because you're kind of just like, what can I do? Nothing. So you know, we're chugging along, hoping that tomorrow will be better, at least like, you know, system wise. But even then, it's just kind of like you do what you gotta do and hope for the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing new necessarily to update. Did you have any updates you wanted to share?
No.
Okay, I didn't know if there was anything else.
No.
So I feel like sometimes I cut you off when I get too excited.
No. I mean, lucky for you, you have days where your system goes down, and for us, if our system goes down, it's up within like the next hour.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to be that person, but I think working for the entire Navy is a little different than working for
just saying
your office of
like I don't get those days where like we have nothing to do because our system is down.
It's not
There's
that I
never
had
a time for us
it's
like
not that
that.
I had nothing to do.
I'm
I
not
just,
saying that. For us, we don't have that
you don't have,
problem.
yeah. You guys have tech people that like can get on it and
Mm-hmm.
it's taken care of. No, I get that. I guess that's the difference between private and public. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all y'all complaining that public people are too slow. It's like half the time the systems don't work, so don't get mad at us. So yeah. Anyways, you want to introduce today's topic?
Oh, so today's topic is part two of what we were talking about last week. So last week we talked about roller coasters and rides. Now we're going to specifically talk about amusement parks.
Theme parks.
I don't like riding roller coasters and rides, so to say.
Yeah, but don't you like a good theme park?
Sure.
Yeah.
Depends on what's there.
Food.
Yeah, I mean, food's always a good thing.
Food. Yeah.
So, what amusement parks have you been to so far?
Obviously Disney World and Disneyland. And
Same.
I've done all the parks at Disney World, and I did both parks at Disneyland. Do you count? I mean, it's not really an amusement park because I guess there's no rides. I was gonna say like Downtown Disney,
No,
but yeah, that's not quite the same. I've done Six Flags in whatever part of Georgia that was in. I've done Busch Gardens. I've done SeaWorld, both Florida and California. Busch Gardens, I've done Tampa, Williamsburg. Is there another one? I think that's it. I'm like going in like the backlog of my memory because I'll feel really bad if my parents brought me to an amusement park that I just don't remember. Those are the major ones, I guess we'll say. If I remember another one, then I'll talk about it later. But
okay,
those are the big major ones.
Cool. I've done Six Flags in Maryland.
Yes.
Went there once, never remembered anything about it.
Love that.
Then came here, did Busch Gardens a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Never have been to King's Dominion.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've heard the roller coasters are better, but also I don't know what the standard of better is because, like I said in the last episode, I prefer Disney rides because they're more thematic rides. Vice, I'm trying to feel a feeling roller coaster, like thrill-seeking roller coaster. I'm guessing based on who told me that the King's Dominion rides are better, they're more thrill-seeking roller coasters. But even then, I mean, the ones at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg are pretty hefty. Like Alpengeist and all of them, they are. I wouldn't say that they're for the faint of heart, I guess, because they're not. There's a lot of craziness in those rides, I feel.
Okay, cool. And then, like you said, I've also done Disneyland and Disney World once.
Yes, with me.
So,
I opened his eyes, guys.
Yeah. So, follow-up question. Out of those amusement parks, which one's your favorite, and do you go during a certain time?
My favorite for nostalgia is Disney World. And what time of year I go is generally winter post holidays because that's like kind of the off season. That's when I guess I say this as a prior Florida local. That's when the locals will go. Like it's not summertime, it's not the holidays. So then you would go like when everyone's not going because you can. That's not to say I haven't been during the holidays. That's not to say I haven't been during peak time. You know, obviously you do that because you want to experience that as well. But my birthday is in February, so Mo and I would normally go February, and then we would also try if we go twice that year. We also try doing like a September-ish, October, so like school started, but we're adults and we don't have to abide by school rules, I guess, or like schools, like we don't have kids, so it was just like we would go then. Also, September is our friend anniversary because that's when we met, or we became friends.
Okay.
And again, it's kind of like the not as many kids and families because obviously kids are back to school around September. And so it's like it's nice, and that it's still warm enough that it's summer, but then it's not quite autumn and fall and Halloween and all that stuff. So it's like it's a good in between, I feel like. Although one of my favorite memories going to Disney World, specifically Magic Kingdom, was the day after New Year's, I think. Like, it was like January 2nd or January 3rd. So, like, right after the holiday. So, like, holiday stuff is still up, but it's not the holidays anymore. So you get all the magic of what was the holidays without the craziness of what the holidays is.
Okay.
So that was really, really cool. And then my favorite to go to with, I don't know, with, no, I can't even say that. I was like, I really just like Disney World.
Okay.
My favorite memories are at Disney World. I have a lot of good memories at all the other parks, I feel like, at all the other theme parks that I've been to, but so far, like, going with my family, going with my friends, going with you, those have been my highlights, my highlight reel for theme parks.
Cool.
What about you? What was your favorite?
So prior to us even meeting again, I used to go to Busch Gardens Hollow Scream.
Oh, yeah.
And, we'd go as a group and just walk around the park, just, those paid actors and people that dress up that are just stationed around the park. Just out there to scare you whenever.
Right.
I just remember, like, I'd walk through a certain, like, passageway and pass a couple and just be unbothered.
Oh, yeah.
As they, like, come up to you and, like, scream at you and just like, we're kind of close.
Oh, you can say, personal space, personal bubble. Let's respect personal bubbles.
Yeah, but yeah, I've had a couple of memories at Hollow Scream. A couple of good scares from my other friends because they just weren't aware. But yeah, I think back then when I was younger, I had more what are they called? Like not being able to get scared.
Not being able to get scared. I don't know if there's a word for that.
I think there's a word, but whatever.
Anti-fear. I was about to sing anti-fragile, but
no,
fearless. I'm fearless.
Okay, no, you're not.
I'm really not.
But yeah, those were good times. I mean, I don't like to go to amusement parks by myself and or just like a small group. I always have to go with a big group of friends.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point. Like, you want to go with a group of people, whether that's your group of friends, your, or even going on it. Like, it's not like I don't know. I wouldn't opt to go to a theme park by myself. Now, I know that there are people who go to, like, let's say Disneyland, and they work from home from Disneyland because they can. And that's completely different because you're not going to the theme park to, like, experience the theme park. I feel like you're just going so that you have ambiance and you can work from home, whatever. But, like, if you're going to the theme park to, like, do theme park things and spend theme park money, you want to go with people because then you'll have fun that way. And I say this as an introvert, like, but I don't think we've ever gone to Busch Gardens here in Williamsburg without at least 10 of us. And, like, there's always a group of us.
Like, back then, before I met you again, we'd always go with at least two cars of people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So at least like eight
to
plus.
10, yeah.
Now that I've met you and been to amusement parks, we've gone, the three of us, me, you, and cousin. Yes,
Asper Cream.
Yeah, we've done that. But I don't think we've been to one just the two of us.
No, actually we haven't because we did Disney World with Mo and another friend, and we've done Disneyland with my parental units.
Right.
We haven't gone to BG without just us. Although we could because we're married now.
We could, but
I say that as if we couldn't have gone before we were married, but like, we don't opt to go.
No.
Unless it's, food
I was going to say, the food festival, when it comes around again, we might do just the two of us.
That would be cute. I would sign up for that as long as it's not flooded. So when there was 2 times that we went. One time we went with friends and it was food festival and it was fine, but we ended up separating from them because they all wanted to ride rides and we just wanted to eat food, which was fine. So then that was okay. It was a weird day though because it felt disjointed, I think, because we arrived with our friends and then we ended up separating and it felt weird. But then the other time we went with Asper Cream, y'all, it flooded. like water up to your shins flooded. And again, this is kind of like this is gonna deep dive into why I don't favor Busch Gardens over other theme parks. I mean, there's a whole litany. Literally, whenever we go to Busch Gardens, I always tell him, I'm like, oh, this is not how Disney would do it. Oh, at Disney, they would do this.
Yeah.
Like, I always compare it to Disney because Disney to me is top tier in consideration for the guests. BG is not. BG is just like, we're a theme park with fun rides and maybe some good food every now and again. But yeah, we have been flooded out of BG once, and that was a horrible, I would say, a horrible experience. Number one, like, everyone was panicking. And at the time, my cousin was still a youngish teenager. Like, she wasn't even an adult yet. I mean, she just turned to adult this year. But, you know, she was a younger teenager. And, you know, and we were fine. Everything was fine. We were thinking about going home because it was raining. But then all of a sudden, it started, like, torrential downpouring. So then we were like, okay, we definitely should go home. The problem is, and this is going all the way to like the origin and the design of the actual park, it is absolutely disgusting how inconvenient it is to exit the park. And by that I mean there was no clear path, and the Williamsburg Busch Gardens is notorious for these ridiculously steep hills of I don't know why. I don't know if that's just the landscape or if they're just like, let's be quirky and add hills. Because, oh my gosh, your calves are burning by the time you make it not even a third of the way through the park. And I remember we were going out and like in as much as I could, I was holding my cousin's shirt. Like we were just soaked through and you're kind of behind us, but like if I wasn't holding her, like death grip holding her shirt, I would have 100% lost her in the crowd because everyone was panicking. Everyone was trying to leave. There was no staff members attempting to help or like, you know, engage with the crowd to be like, okay, let's all make our way this way, ladies and gentlemen, please exit the park in an orderly way. Like there was nothing. It was just pure chaos. And so I think what we ended up doing, because and we were like on this part of the path that was like there's one very, very steep hill and we were going down and you were struggling behind me. So we ended up kind of like hugging the railing so that you could hold the railing. Asper Cream is holding the railing. I'm holding the railing, but I'm also holding her shirt. And we're just kind of like very, very slowly ant crawling our way because we didn't want to lose each other. Like that was all we could think about, was not losing each other. And it took us like an hour to get to the car, which I think is not unreasonable. But the way things were handled, I think, was like ridiculous. Because even at the exit, normally there's staff members kind of guiding people through the little turnstiles. Literally no staff anywhere. Now, again, I understand like safety and all that stuff. But also, as a theme park, you have liability to ensure safety of your guests. Like, that's kind of thing. If this was Disney, oh my gosh, we would all be single file line. There would be such clear direction as to where to go. Staff members would be in ponchos with like flashing lights. But at BG, it was like free for all. Good luck. I remember we finally made it through the exit, and like even then, I think at that point we almost lost each other. I was with Asper Cream, but then because I think we were saying like, oh, do you need to use the bathroom? Do you need whatever? And then we kind of like lost each other in the gate and bathroom area for like a split. And I remember the fear in my soul because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to find you. Like, that's how bad it was. But then we did end up finding each other because, we just kind of went towards the bathrooms and it was fine. But I had never been so scared because of how chaotic it was. It took us an hour to finally get to the car. When we got in the car, I remember we were all just like, let's just sit here and quiet for like 10 minutes and like not say anything because we were all like mentally exhausted. Not to mention we couldn't even get out of the parking lot because the traffic was crazy. And again, it's kind of like there was no direction. Like, I hate to say that because I never want staff or people to necessarily be in danger, but I feel like it is more of a danger that they let the guests kind of panic and run amok rather than having clear stations of people and staff in vests and ponchos and clear lights and directions, because oh my goodness, it was crazy. Like I was like, I don't ever want to experience this again. And I think after that trip we didn't go to BG for a while.
Yeah.
Like a couple of years, I feel like, because I was so like, no, like this is horrible. Yeah, so the way the park is designed is to me not conducive to the guests. We've talked about this in last episode. There's not really a lot of seating area, and by seating I mean like places for people like us who don't ride rides and we're holding bags, but also just general places to hang out. It seems like it's a weird conglomerate of like, here's a ride, and then here's like a place that might have a restaurant and or ice cream shop and or soda shop with like 5 tables, and then you go down a really long windy path and then you end up at the next ride with the same kind of setup. Like it's like copy paste, but like, oh, one might be, Alpengeist theme, and one might be Big Bad Wolf theme, and one might be, like, but there's no, I think there's one place that has the barbecue restaurant that has like a good amount of seating, but again, that's because that's the biggest restaurant on property. And the Italian place by Pompeii, those are like the two that, and then everyone goes to the Pompeii one when it's raining because there's shade, and then every other place there's no shade. And so it's like in the middle of summer, in the heat of summer, they didn't even try. There was no like planning for landscaping to provide shade. Like it's just not. No one thought when they made it. They were just like, here's a theme park. Ride. Let's make windy paths. Cool. It's just like, okay. This is not like a rant against BG, but it is a reaction as someone who, I mean, literally, when we went to Disney, you saw it, how everything was catered to the guests, how they guide people. Oh, here's a line for this. Here's a line for this. Let's go here. Let's take what is that thing? The swinging cable cars to go from here to here. When you're on property, and oh, here's a bus. You can take the bus from here to here. Like, and it's organized. People are understanding of where they need to be and where they need to go. And there's little to no chaos. Very, very infrequently is there chaos. The only time that there's chaos is when a non-Floridian goes too close to the water and gets eaten by a crocodile. But then we all just blame the kid because he's not from Florida.
Okay. So that was a very large tangent to what the question was of your favorite stuff.
Oh, I did say my favorite. And then we mentioned my not so favorite.
Okay. So anyways, nowadays, for me, like, my favorite part of going to the amusement park is the food.
Oh, absolutely.
And then whatever games they have around the park.
Yeah, like at BG they have the little carnival thing. That's kind of cute.
I mean, not to say like I like playing the carnival games, like to win prizes.
Yeah.
But like I'm always looking for a specific game to play. Okay. Now, I don't think they really have it over in Busch Gardens, but there was one in Disney. And I think it was the one in Disneyland. Because when we got there and I saw it and I was like, ooh, let's play. And you were actually really good at it too. It's the game where like it has a bunch of targets and then like there's a bunch of guns that you can pick up. Water? Well, it's not really water. It's lasered.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah. And like you just shoot at the targets and then when you shoot the target, the light goes out and it does a little animation or whatever. Yeah. So I'm always looking for that game because that I'm actually really good at. Yeah. Like I know the one that we played in Disneyland. There's no prize for it. It's like $1 to play or something, and you get like 20 shots. Yeah. And I remember us recording each other playing. Yes. I think I only took like 2 minutes to get through 20 shots, and I got 19 out of 20. Yeah. And then we recorded you shooting. You got 20 out of 20, but it took you like twice as long.
I take my time. Okay. I take my time. This is the shooting, not gallery, but it's like in the adventure / like Wild Wild West style. And yeah, that's my favorite thing to do. I think that was just something that my brother and I played as kids. And I remember the first time I got a 20 out of 20, I don't know if they do this anymore, but and I guess because I was a kid, they would give you a pin that says like your star, you're a sharpshooter, and it's goofy, and it looks like a little sheriff pin. And so I love doing that. Also, it's one of those things that rarely is there a line, and it's in the shade, and you can take however long you want to take. Granted that there's no one, like, there's not like a big group of people waiting behind you, which so rarely there is. It's also next to a couple of like pin trading stores and some merch stores, so it's kind of one of those, like, you know, parents give us like $5, they're like, have fun, and they, you know, kind of go shopping or piddling or, you know, doing whatever, watching whatever they want to do, while my brother and I could just kind of do whatever. And so I've always had really, really good memories with that. And yeah, I take my time because I always want to get my 20 out of 20.
Yeah.
You know, it genuinely is. That is one of my favorite activities, I guess. And really, like, you don't even, like I said, my parents gave us $5. You could do it for $1, and that's great. It's such a fun activity, and it's for all ages. You can be, and they like literally all ages, because they will give you a step stool if you're not tall enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember, like, I told you, I was like, this is when, like, I knew I wanted to do that with you when we went, because I was like, oh yeah, this is something super fun.
So, what favorite foods would you have at an amusement park?
Depends on the park that we're going to. So, we mentioned food festival at BG. When we went, I think the thing that I really liked the most was the Mexican, because they kind of had like a elote corn type of situation.
Okay.
And I love a good chip and dip and whatever. So, like, whatever they had was really, really good. Also, it was really fresh, as in, like, it used fresh vegetables and produce. I know we went to a lot of the other, like, country booths, and they didn't quite have, like, the ingredients weren't, it wasn't like they're making a salad for you, but this was like a fresh salsa and a fresh dip and the elote, so that one was kind of the one that stands out. I remember the one I was most disappointed in was the Japanese booth, because I think we got like some type of bun, or like a, I don't know, shou pao bao bun, whatever it was, and it was all bun, no filling, or like very little filling, and the sauce was just like a bottled teriyaki sauce, and I was like, Now, granted, I feel like I'm a little biased because I am Asian and I have a more Asian palate, so maybe my standards might be too high. They're obviously making hundreds, thousands of these throughout the day, so they got to make it as easy as they can for the workers. But it was a little bit of a letdown. What about you?
So I'll say, like, when I was younger, it was always funnel cake.
Oh yeah.
So I'm pretty sure every amusement park has it, but funnel cake,
common, like, yeah.
Just the crunch of that, with like all the sugar, all the powdered sugar just falling off everywhere.
No.
I think I always used to get it with strawberries. But I was gonna say, we did send each other the little reel with the how to make funnel cakes.
We should try that.
So
there's a hack we saw of quick way to make funnel cakes was
pancake
mix and soda.
Right.
Yeah. Some Sprite.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try that. We'll review that at some point, and we'll let you know in a future update. You just deep fried the sucker. So I don't do funnel cake at theme parks because I would always do funnel cake at fairs. So I'm from the South, like actual South, and we would have, you know, state city fairs, and that's where you get the deep fried Oreos, funnel cake, sodas that are a million, you know, liters tall or whatever it is, like crazy food. And that to me, funnel cake has always been fair food. So, I mean, not that I never got it at a theme park, but I was always like, it's not the same. I like the craziness and the greasiness of fair food.
Fair enough.
I didn't say this earlier, but another, like, every single time I go to Disney, have to get a churro. And then if it's warm enough, and by warm enough I mean like it's actually like I'm feeling hot, I'll get a Mickey ice cream because it's classic. But those are kind of my go-tos, as in I always get that when I go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was gonna ask you, do you remember what we had when we went to Epcot when the food festival was going on in Epcot?
Pho?
Yeah. The way this man's whole attitude changed. There was Epcot pre-pho and Epcot post-pho.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a completely different experience for him. The whole time, he was just so not happy and he didn't understand what was happening. He was just like, I guess I'm here, blah, 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 blah. We had pho. He was like, this is the best day of my life.
Yeah. I don't like the stuff that we had before the pho. It was just like, meh, I've had better. This is not
There's
even
snacks, and I think you were expecting meals.
Yeah, it wasn't even like mediocre. It was just bleh. And then once we finally got to the Vietnamese, we
which
got
was
that.
pretty much like towards the end, like the front left side.
Yeah, and then we got there. All the other places they were like, oh, it's a couple of minute wait. 10, 15 minutes. But when we got there, they're like, oh, what would you like? Okay, I'll take the pho. They were like, okay, just move down there. They'll get you real quick. And then like a minute later, it was out. And I was like, oh, that really was quick.
Also, it was almost 100 degrees and they're serving hot pho. So that kind of explains why there's not a long line.
Still, that pho, even though it was hot and the bowl of pho was spicy
and tangy, and yeah, it definitely was it hit you in the gut in a good way, and you're like, ooh, this is good, but it was blazing hot.
Yeah, all that. It was very quick to come out, and then it tasted delicious.
Yeah,
so that's why I was like, this is probably the best thing I've ever had. So I don't know about you, but like for me, if I go to Busch Gardens, I'm always looking for turkey leg.
Oh, yes. That was the other thing I was going to bring up. So turkey leg is like a big... You'll buy it and that's kind of your meal.
That's your meal for the entire day.
Yeah. I have tried it, like, as in, like, I bought a turkey leg and that was my meal for the day. And I didn't like the way it made me feel. As in, it was, like, a lot and it made me sluggish and, I was kind of, like, sick of it by halfway through. Like, it was, it's the same taste over and over and over again. That being said, whenever I see it, it always looks amazing and delicious. And if someone is so kind to split it with me, then I'll enjoy it. Like, I very much enjoy it. I cannot do I eat it myself and I'm fine. Like, I love that for your protein gains, bro, but like, not me.
Yeah. I mean, it needs to go with a large drink of some sort.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find these days. Like, an actual container that that can hold like, I don't know, 40, 64 ounces.
Oh no, they don't do that. That's
right.
Yeah.
Like the best you can get is either like a can of soda that's 12 ounces or one of those souvenir drinks that's like 16, 20 ounces.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, you need a lot of drink because like while you're carrying that thing around the park, it dries out.
Oh, it does. But yeah, did you like eating the turkey legs a lot before?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've done it, once by myself. I finished the entire thing. I got it as soon as I got into the park, and it lasted me a couple hours.
Yeah.
And then I've had it where like I'm holding it, and I've taken a couple of bites, and the other side of it, people just be picking at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like a meat lollipop.
Basically.
That's crazy. But I get it. And that made me think of another thing. I don't know what it is, but theme park popcorn, it hits a spot in like a really nice way. I'm a fiend for popcorn. I can eat bags of popcorn by myself without a problem. Big fan of cheese popcorn, big fan of kettle corn, big fan of straight up movie theater butter popcorn, however you want it dressed. Generally speaking, I'm a fan. It's a crunchy and satisfying snack, but theme park popcorn just hits different. And I don't know what it is. You'll get it and then you'll sit down and like watch the parade and you're just munching on this deliciously buttery, wonderful popcorn out of like this cute little souvenir thing. And it's the best. I don't know what it is. I love it so much.
The only other thing that I wanted to touch on food at amusement parks is the food pass.
Oh yeah, this
So,
is common across different types, but obviously everyone has their own version of it.
mm-hmm.
So the BG version,
Right, the one that we did at BG, every 90 minutes you can get a free meal.
mm-hmm.
And so as soon as you get into the park, go ahead and go to
start your clock.
yeah, go to one of the places that serves food. Go to their cafeteria, get a meal there. You wouldn't have to finish it. You can just get like the desserts and to go and whatever, and just give away your food. But that starts your 90-minute timer as soon as you check out.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did that, and I ended up buying 6 meals that day.
We just kept going back, and then it kind of worked out nicely though, because it was like we would give it away to like friends, or we would share it or whatever. So then we always kind of had food, so that whenever anyone in our group was hungry, we were kind of like, oh, we got something,
Yeah. So like the first meal I ate, the second meal you ate, third meal we shared, and then we gave away whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then the fourth meal, we were pretty much full by then.
Yeah.
But then I hooked up a friend and I just took the dessert.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then fifth meal, I was like, we definitely are full.
Yeah.
But still, we ended up using it to the fullest extent.
Right. We maxed it out in the best way, I feel like.
Yeah.
And again, like he said, it's really nice when you are with friends so that, you can comp someone else's meal or whatever. And it kind of, because it comes with either an appetizer or dessert and then a main and a drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially. So, you can kind of pick and choose and make whatever variation of combinations that works with, I know that that's really, really good. I feel like if you were a family too, because kids are so finicky with how much they eat, because they'll be so excited because they're at a theme park. And so it's like, it's nice that you can kind of figure out and plan out like, oh, okay, we'll do this and then we'll get some snacks, and we'll do this and we'll get some snacks. But really, you're just using your meal card.
Yep.
So yeah, I think my parents and I did that at SeaWorld. We didn't max it out the way you and I did, but we definitely like used it like strategically, so that way we were just kind of like getting food and getting food, going to a show, getting food, going to a show, maybe riding a ride, going to a show, getting food, like whatever variation of that. And then we ended the night at their coffee shop, which is kind of cute. What are your thoughts on that? Because not every park has Starbucks. A lot of the theme parks do. But what are your thoughts on like either Starbucks or like a Java Hut, whatever, like coffee shop in the theme parks? Do you ever get those or no?
I mean, I myself don't drink coffee as often as you do.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
That's okay. That's valid. That's valid.
But I do think, coffee is one of those staple drinks that you need to have at the amusement park, because not everyone drinks alcohol. So like those parents that don't want to get wasted or that just need to stay awake throughout the entirety of the day,
get that caffeine
you
kick.
need that caffeine kick. So coffee is needed at some point somewhere on the park premise.
Yeah.
But it being a Starbucks, that might be a little bit too overboard.
Yeah.
But some version of that within the park.
I mean, I don't know. I guess what I like when it is a Starbucks is obviously the familiarity of it. Which, like, it's easy to order. You know what you want. Good to go. But when it is a not Starbucks, or if it's just their version of a coffee shop, it is kind of cool when they do themed things, which is not always the case. But I feel like that's the approach it should take. Is like you should make it a themed thing so that it becomes almost like not an attraction, but like people will want to like obviously sell the regular coffee drinks, but then have like a theme drink or whatever to kind of tie in, because I feel like that would make it more of an occasion, because it is a theme park, so you kind of have to. It's nice when you think of those details, I guess, or those smaller things. So finally, as just a general final question, what theme parks would you want to go to in the future, whether it's with me or just in general?
I didn't really get to experience and or look around Epcot and Universal. So those two.
That'd be fun.
And then I know we brought this up, but we probably cut it out on the actual episode. But going to like Japan and going to the Super Mario World over there, that would be pretty cool. And or some type of Pokemon
Park.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping you're mentioning. I definitely want to hit up Poke Park when we go to Japan. That is on top of the list. I also generally speaking, would like, I mean, as a life goal, this isn't really a needs to happen in the next 5 years, but as a life goal, I would like to say that I went to every Disneyland, like worldwide. So I've done the ones in Japan. I really want to hit up the ones in Europe, and there's other places, Hong Kong and stuff like that. So I want to do that. That's kind of on my, like I said, life goal, bucket list type of thing. And yeah, I think Poke Park is kind of like the next one that I'm like, I hope we can do that relatively soon. I don't know, we'll see. Whenever we get the chance to go to Japan, I think it'd be really, really great, and you and I would have so much fun. I've been seeing all the content on it, and I just want to like go. Like that's I'm just like I want to go. I want to see it and experience it. But yeah, did you have any final thoughts? No? Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching today's episode. This was, again, part 2 of kind of our talking about roller coasters and theme parks. What theme parks have you been to? What theme parks do you want to go to? Do you share the same thoughts that we do on theme parks? Or do you have any different experiences? Please let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time. Bye!